Hi, and welcome to English with Rick. I'm Rick, and this is a lesson about sarcasm. Sarcasm is about saying the opposite of what you mean, often in a mocking tone. Mocking just means that you're making fun of someone, and not in a friendly or nice way. Mocking sounds just like sarcasm. But don't use sarcasm too often, because if you do, people will get annoyed. Here's how to sound sarcastic in English. One way is to change the tone of your voice, to stress the word that you want to mean the opposite when someone hears it. Here's an example. Oh, sure, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. Spend hours stuck in traffic. Here's another example. Oh, I just love it when my plans get completely ruined. Another way to sound sarcastic is exaggeration, to highlight a word to make sure that people understand you're using sarcasm. Here's an example. Oh, fantastic. My favorite thing. Another Monday morning. Or something like this. Oh, great. Another meeting that never seems to end. My dream come true. Another way you can use sarcasm in English is by understatement. That means saying less to mean more. It often means using an adjective that means smaller. A couple of examples would be, that took a little while to finish. Or, those boxes are a tiny bit heavy. Another way you can sound sarcastic in English is to highlight the difference between expectation and reality. An example would be a sentence like, oh, the price of gas went up again. What a surprise, said no one ever. Another example would be something like, ah, yes, another thrilling evening of waiting on hold for customer service. How delightful. Sarcasm uses context and tone. You need to know your audience. You need to know that people are going to understand the sarcasm that you're using. So in a sentence like the one you just heard, ah yes, another thrilling evening of waiting on hold for customer service. How delightful. Almost everybody's waited on hold for customer service in their life at one time, so everyone's going to understand the context. English-speaking people often use the word thanks in a nasal tone to sound sarcastic. It sounds something like this. Thanks. When you use the word thanks in a non-sarcastic way, it sounds like this. Thanks. All languages that use sarcasm use stress to indicate sarcasm. Sarcasm can be indicated by stress on a syllable or stress on a word. Stressing a word changes the meaning of that word to an opposite when you're using sarcasm. When you stress certain words, this is how you can indicate that you're using sarcasm. I'll give you a couple of examples. Oh, you're really helping me out. Really is stressed there to indicate that, no, you're not helping me out. Another example is, thanks a lot for the advance warning. Emphasizing lot means that I didn't get any advance warning. Varying your pitch is another way you can sound sarcastic in English. And by this I mean you could vary your pitch to be higher, which means you're speaking at a higher frequency, or lower, to be speaking sarcastically using a lower tone. Changing your frequency can add complexity to your sarcasm. Changing your voice to a higher pitch can give the idea of enthusiasm or disbelief. A lower pitch can indicate disrespect, or a mild form of disrespect, or mockery. Here are a couple of examples. Oh, wonderful! Just exactly what I needed. The higher pitch of wonderful indicates that it's not wonderful at all. Here's another example. Oh, how thoughtful of you. That indicates that somebody wasn't really thoughtful at all. Tone is the sound of your voice, and tone can be used for sarcasm in a great way. Tone is more than just pitch. Although pitch is a part of tone, tone is more than that. It's also got the quality of your voice and the strength of your voice. And tone can be used in very creative ways to sound sarcastic. I'll give you a sentence and I'll do it in a non-sarcastic tone and then I'll say it in a sarcastic tone. First, non-sarcastic. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. That's not sarcastic. Here comes sarcasm. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. The difference is not very subtle. O is held a lot longer. It's spoken for a longer time than normal. And fantastic is accented or exaggerated or emphasized or stressed when you're using that word. Combining stress and pitch emphasizes the difference between the word and what it normally means and how you're using it in a sarcastic way to mean the opposite. This is sarcasm. Sarcasm is fun, and it can take your English to a much higher level. Making this podcast was fun. Notice that that was not sarcasm. Until next time.